everybody. Here's Johnny. And we also have Resell Mama as the guest today. I want to first welcome everyone. I want to make sure I had my YouTube channel on mute so nobody can hear a feedback. I didn't want to do a rookie move. I first want to welcome everyone into the chat. And before it gets too far, let me get into my private chat as well. All right. Let's see. We have Funky Fluffy in the house. Record Crate. Robert, Jennifer, Cody, Cajun Reseller, Larry, LL Stash, Rosie's Closet, Crystal, Turtle Trader. Welcome, everyone. And then we have, let's see who else. I got to go there. Let's see. I'm Brad. Welcome. Welcome, Anthony Pittsburgh. Nana Tink. Welcome. Susie Woozy, David Outboards. Welcome. Sandollar. Lucky, Lady Luck Jugs, Cha-Cha, I am Squashy, Agent Reseller, Frank Hall, welcome, Jennifer Hayden. All right, welcome everyone. So what we want to do is first let our guest introduce herself, tell her all about herself a little bit, and we're going to like what platforms you sell on and any kind of things that you may be having going on your end.
Well, thank you first for having me on your show. It is definitely a pleasure to be here. And I'm a little bit ahead of you. I'm on the West Coast up in the Seattle area. And I've been Reseller Mom on YouTube and Instagram and eBay. Not eBay, what's the other one? Facebook for quite a while. Mm-hmm. I sell on quite a bit of platforms, mostly Amazon. I'm mostly known for Amazon FBA. That is my bread and butter. I've been doing that for just over 5 years. And then I also dabble in eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark. And then I've recently started a Shopify store. So pretty excited about that. And my Shopify store is now on Walmart as of yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. But I have originally a degree in biology. I come from corporate management world. And I just got laid off so many times. I got tired of working my butt off for other people. And now I'm just working my butt off for me, which is nice. I appreciate me.
You can basically work when you want, and how you want.
Yes. And I am a workaholic. And I do believe that several companies took advantage of that. And so I got tired of not seeing my kids, and now my kids are getting a little bit older, and so it's allowing me to do and venture into a few more things. And it's been really a godsend since the COVID hit. My daughter went to online school this year, so she works in the office with me now. And then my son got kicked to home, and my husband got kicked to home, so now we're all at home.
Ouch.
Which, yeah, it's been a little adjustment there. And it looks
like a roller coaster, huh?
Uh-huh. And it looks like we will all be at home until the new year as well. So interesting times. Very, very different.
I also want to welcome Regina and Key Lime Kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Frank Hall. I think I said hello already, but that's okay. I'll say it again to everyone. Turtle, Nana Tank, Paige, welcome. Victoria, Adventures in Reselling. Now, before we go any further, I do want to post a link in the chat because I don't know if everyone heard the news yet. This morning, I was a guest on Victoria's Adventures in Reselling. And also, we had a guest in the chat that was also in the chat looking at getting close, and it was Record Crate. And him and I both hit 500 subs on Victoria's channel this morning. So I say, as the channel I call it, and let's get that bread. Let's see where it's at right there. That's bingo. So we'll go with this one. Wind down show, and I'm starting to wind down with a glass of it. Chardonnay. Thank you all for getting me to that 500, because if it wouldn't be for y'all, as your great love and support for the channel, I would not have had this happen. And I see somebody saying hello. Oh, Larry. Okay. I'm going to make sure I got everybody in the chat. So cheers to all of you who made it possible. Larry hit 300. Oh, let's see here.
Well, congratulations to you. And that is amazing. And I am so excited that I'm here and I get to share kind of that milestone with you.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Did I put the link in the chat again? Oh, I did. Okay. In the chat, I just posted a link. If you have not looked and watched that video, There is something you have to say and do in that video to be able to qualify for the drawing. And I will be doing that drawing on this live show because I did say in the video, and when I do hit the 500, no matter where it's at or when it's at, it will be the next Wednesday. And it just happened that it is today. And I also added to the winning pile of prizes, I'm going to do a third giveaway instead of just two, and it'll be as well as moon pies. So if you haven't, go check it out before the end of this show because I will be doing the drawing at the end of this show. And the link is of the video that I did it on yesterday, and it's one again on the chat, and I'll go ahead and place it again one more time, and then we'll get started in our show. If you have any questions for our guest, please do me a favor and put it in the chat, putting the word at in Cajun so I'll see it and it'll highlight it for me so I can go ahead and make sure we get that answered question for you answered. I want to welcome Landshark Picker. Thank you for coming. And so what is the biggest thing that you deal with? I know you just said you had started a new platform too. Talk a little bit about that one.
About Walmart?
I've never heard about that one before.
I don't know if I know enough about Walmart to really talk too much about it, but I'll tell you what I know, which is not much. Walmart is trying to mimic Amazon's platform where they have third-party sellers sell stuff on the Walmart platform as well as Amazon. Now,
Okay.
This is fine. I think there's enough e-commerce, and frankly, Amazon could use a little competition, and
Right.
especially if sellers are getting kicked off for whatever reasons. There's sometimes misinformation, or you get kicked off for weird reasons. They have some weak points in that realm. So it allows sellers to have another platform that they can go to. I mean,
Okay.
we all appreciate that, being able to sell online everywhere, because I don't think selling online is going anywhere, especially right now.
Exactly.
So the online process was fairly simple. The first time I tried it, though, was back in April, right when COVID was happening. And I tried to do it with mostly my Amazon type of stuff, and they kicked it back and just said they were too busy right now. So this time I had just heard that they were integrating and having the possibility for integration, like within the last 2 months, we'll say, for Shopify and Walmart to integrate. So you can now do your custom products, print on demand products, and have them be available over on the Walmart side. So to get started, I needed a couple of things, your basic, like I have an LLC set up and your EIN and your basic business structure.
Right.
I have my Shopify website, my business banking account, etc. You had to fill out quite a bit of questionnaires. What categories are you going to sell in? How much? Projected income or projected sales. The main hiccup I did have is all of my items did have to have barcodes. So if you are doing a Shopify print on demand type of thing, you can integrate to Etsy and eBay without barcodes. But if you want to go to Walmart, they are requiring barcodes for those items. So I had to buy barcodes and get them updated. And then I have purchased the software app that makes Shopify and Walmart talk to each other. And I don't know how it all does that, but it does. And they talk to each other. Now I have about 2,000 products that have gone live as of yesterday. It sounds really good, but really each product has a lot, because you'll make like a shirt with a design, and then each size and each color is its own SKU. So it sounds impressive, but really I have about 200 items. But if you have a shirt that's in 5 different sizes, 5 different colors, that's 25 items right there.
So is the SKU just like a UPC code?
Well, you have a SKU and you have a UPC code. So just having a SKU on your Shopify is just identified to your store, kind of like when you have an ASIN, it's identified to that product. UPC is the universal code, like when you go, get your drink, get your thing. It's that UPC code that you have to purchase from a reputable source. So, Marcy is home.
We have a question. The question is, resell mine.
Where is Marcy? Marcy is probably out shopping or at home. I don't know. I haven't talked to her today, so I don't know what she's doing. She might be shipping, but she's in Florida, so I know Florida's getting hit hard, and Texas is getting hit hard, and there was a hurricane that came through, so I don't know. Don't know what she's doing today.
All right, let's see here. Any other questions at this moment? I know this is still early in the chat, but our guest and I were talking, and if you get a chance, please look at the description below this video, because I did add something today Y'all may know Deb in our community, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about this because there is a GoFundMe page. Her and her husband are both fighting problems right now in their life. Actually heard about this yesterday on the Flippin' Hope channel on the Bible study yesterday. And so I'll let her go ahead and talk more about that. But it is in the description below if you'd like to help and send prayers.
Yeah, so it's down in the description. I just linked it in the chat too if it went through. I hope it went through.
Yeah.
So Deb is known in the reselling community as Pinching Pesos, and she's been around since before I started, and quite a bit. I don't know quite her whole history, but she's been around a long time. And she was the original creator of the Reseller stew that went on for many, many years. And I actually got invited after becoming friends with her to that for her a little bit. And then there were some issues with scheduling and everything. But this last year has been extremely hard for her. And her husband wound up getting tested positive for COVID. And everything I'm sharing is also on her Instagram. She shared a lot. Yvonne at Thrifty. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting Yvonne's tag name, but and Tanya's. So this is all public information. Her husband wound up getting tested and came down positive with COVID less than 2 weeks ago, and his brother. Then about a week ago, she got tested positive, and after a couple of days at home, she was struggling to breathe, and so we encouraged her to go to the ER. She was immediately admitted into the hospital. After 2 days of being in the hospital, she maxed out on her O2 and she went on the ventilator yesterday morning and got transferred to ICU. And this is really hard to talk about because she did not have a good night. It was a bit rough for her. And they had to make sure she was sedated so that she's not fighting the ventilator. And I don't know. Thank you, Yvonne at Thrifty Rich. I have the fortunate and unfortunate knowledge of my mother was a respiratory therapist for years, director of respiratory therapy, and we have several medical people in our family, and the stats and stuff are not the greatest for her. So she is fighting and doing really, really not good. But she had an infusion yesterday. She got started on drugs, and hopefully the ventilator gets her oxygen up to where it needs to be. And we're hoping in the next 24 to 48 hours we hear some positive news. In the meantime, back kind of behind the scenes, we are really trying to, and by we, I mean the whole Reseller stew gals, are checking in with her daughter and family, who is then checking in with the nurse so that we have the information flowing, and then we're posting it on Instagram and Facebook where we can to make sure that her children have food, don't need for anything, and their utilities and bills are getting paid. So the GoFundMe is going straight to the family to help that. So if you maybe don't want to or can't donate to the GoFundMe page, if you just watch her videos, that will help her with income as well. And then the last thing I wanted to say about the GoFundMe is with GoFundMe, they automatically want to put a tip in there. And if you don't want to pay that tip, you can just select other and then select a 0 quantity. So anyhow, if anybody has any questions, look for us on Instagram to post updates when we can and have them. We are checking in with the nurse in the morning and in the evening. And if not the nurse, the daughter to get an update on how she's doing. I will drop the GoFundMe link one more time for you. No, not a problem. It's also...
You got it ready because I was going to grab it. I have it in a document just to grab it.
Yeah. She's going for the resellers too.
If you want to get to it quicker, I'm going to put it on a private chat.
Okay.
That way it's easier for me or you to get to it.
Okay.
That way it's there.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So if y'all have any chance of going to watch her videos, I've watched some of them already because I subscribed to her. I didn't really know until this morning, but I did hear about it. And so I went and checked the channel out. So I started watching some of the videos that she has on there. And so, and I do know Yvonne because I watched a lot of her videos as well through Rich. I didn't realize how close everyone was with that. So thank y'all so much. And we did actually last Wednesday, we did an auction for Fluffy and I Am Squashy, because she is having to need surgery. And they have a GoFundMe page set up, and we did the same thing. We did like an 8 hour. It had a goal, so we made sure to reach that goal for them, and we went 8 hours straight with a lot of love and support from the community.
It has been nice to see everybody concerned for her, and we did share up to the minute where she couldn't be on the phone anymore, where she was sedated. Right. We shared with her how much the community is rooting for her, and I really hope that helps her pull through.
Yeah. And it was nice that we talked about it yesterday, like I said, on the Flipping Hope's Bible study yesterday, and that's how I actually found out about it. And so that's how I got the updates. And then somebody was saying that her husband had found out he had leukemia, or was getting treated for leukemia or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard during the Bible study. So anyway, everyone, I want to please ask you to go ahead and subscribe to her so you can keep watching her channels, even if you put it on instant play like I like to do. If you're working in the office, just want to hear something, just listen to it and go ahead and put a playlist on and just keep those videos rolling to help her out as well. Because she is relying on that type of income to come in as well to continue for her. So every little bit we can do to help, please, let's do it as a community for her. And keep it all in her prayers for the family and as they go through this. Now, back to also the video. If y'all haven't done it yet, y'all do have time. I'm going to be doing the giveaway at the end of this video, this live stream, so that way we can get that done as I promised. And I also added a third prize of moon pies, but I also added moon pies to both first and second place as well. So there will be 3 prizes given away tonight on that video. Also, is there anything that you have going on as far as, I know we had a tight schedule to get you here, and I'm very honored and blessed that you were able to come in on the video today with us for live. Is there anything going on that you'd be going through or going to do on either of your platforms or your eBay store or anything like that?
In terms of YouTube stuff?
Yeah.
Well, we have the Reseller news on my channel twice a month, and then I've been trying to go live in the mornings tackling particular topics, but I'm going to Vegas on Friday, and so hopefully I will get all my recording stuff lined up so that I can continue to do so while I'm out of town. Sometimes it's difficult when you're traveling. Technology and I have had a few fights this week.
I've had my share there when I had to travel, yeah.
Yep. Definitely. So
are you going to be putting your store on vacation, or do you do extended handling time?
Well, I luckily have a wonderful husband who will ship out anything that needs to be shipped out. But for my Amazon stuff, I'm trying to get all my stuff cleared out of the office by Friday so that I can go with all of that in process of going to FBA. And then for my Amazon or my eBay stuff, it's out in the garage in tubs. That's pretty organized pretty well. So he knows how to ship that.
That's good.
And I can walk him through that.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, because I know once I had to travel, instead of putting my store on vacation, I did handling time, and I extended it. Anytime somebody would ask or order something, I would send them a quick reply, letting them know, look, I'm out of town. Is this okay? And I didn't have any problems. So that's another good thing to do too. If you have
yes. When me and him both traveled out of town for one time, we did that, and that was really, really helpful. And we started it, I think, on like the 10-day or whatever the needed. And as I got closer, I would go in, log in, and change the times down just a little bit so that it would reflect when I would get back home.
I like that feature.
Yeah, it is so much better than the vacation mode. The vacation mode, I did it once. I learned my lesson. Don't do that. Not unless if they've fixed that problem.
No, it's still the same, but I did call to find out what is the difference. They did tell me the only thing that I'm going to, because I was concerned about me losing my top rated seller. And so they tell me, no, what it is that you do, keep your top rated seller, but the only thing is you won't be getting as much of a discount because you're not going into the 2 or 1 day handling time. So that was okay for me for that little bit of time, because when I came back, I had a lot of orders to go out, but it was worth it.
Honestly, right now, I think all of my handling times are still pushed out a little bit more on every platform, just because there's been so many delays with the post and the pickups and life. And I tell you, like my post used to have a 24/7 drop box, which is great. I could run my stuff at 10 o'clock at night if I wanted to, and they've shut that down. and I just don't know what hours and schedule anybody's going to be on these days.
Exactly.
It's getting better. It's definitely getting better.
And so I also want to welcome Yellow Brick Road. That's Tamara. Thank you for coming. Victoria, Reseller Mom. I don't need to give you a wrench. All right.
Ooh, I got a wrench.
And also, periodically, we have Jennifer, the wonderful Jennifer, that loves quickly putting links in the chat. And I really thank her for that. I don't know how she does it, but she does it in every chat. And it's a wonderful blessing to have. If you have any special links that you want to share with the chat, as far as if you share out your any platforms you sell on, you're more than welcome to do that in the chat. And that's what we do. We kind of support each other. We network and communicate with each other and collaborate. And that's what I bring to the table on this live that I do every day during the week. And then on the weekends, I'll have Larry LL Stash as my co-host on Saturdays. So this Saturday, there's going to be a new intro to our channel this Saturday. So y'all might want to come out and check it out.
Nice.
I'm working on finishing that up for my intro, our live video. I'm working on it. It's getting there.
Your intro is really cool. Now, did you design it, or did you?
I basically put it all together, and I did it in Filmora, because that's where I do all my editing at. You basically have to create a small intro video of however you want it to be on StreamYard, and then you have to save it as a file to be able to upload it into StreamYard as a let me see what the category is under. Video clips is what the title is. You have to put. And I also have the different backgrounds that I can change it to. Like usually on Saturdays, I'll have this one where it's the scene of Boston, or I change it to this one where it's like over on the lake.
Nice.
So I have different ones that I use, but right now I just use this one. I just like it. And I basically took a screenshot of my screen on my laptop, and it became my background.
That's so crafty.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing around with Shopify, I've learned so many other like little things that I'm like, oh, I could use that for Amazon, or oh, I could use that for this and that, and just out there learning. And it's always good to be figuring out new things, and they're making it easier and easier. Thank goodness, because there's no way I could have done all of this 10 years ago. I would have been just over my head.
Right. I want to welcome Queen Cleopatra and the Lone Star Picker. Welcome. Did I forget anybody? No, I got everybody so far. Good to see y'all. Thank you. So also, like I said, you can go and put links in the chat if you like. That's what I like. Give those the wrenches. They come every time they come to the chat and support each other. And if you have any special platforms you would like to share, because we do have a lot of people that like to go shopping. So don't feel bad if you don't put your if you put your links in there. You might have some people coming in and buying in your shop.
Nice. I'll put my new shop name in there.
Because every now and then, everybody likes to go shopping and support each other.
That is always nice.
Yeah.
So, do you have any great plans for this week? This week, next
I've
week.
been
This week's halfway over.
Yeah, I basically got all the major stuff done at the beginning of the week. It was like I had my two dogs had to go get their grooming, and I had to go take care of some things, and also had today I had to get the oil change. So all the major parts are done. So now I can start getting back into listing, because I've gotten my one video out for Tuesday. Now I have another one coming out tomorrow that I'm going to finish. So basically it's that and taking pictures, because all my pictures taken are already listed of everything I took pictures of. So now it's time to start with pictures again, to start listing again. And I actually just started this week on Etsy.
Oh, and how are you liking it?
So far I like it because it's very easy to do.
Yes.
Also like the payments, because it's similar to the managed payment that eBay is going to. And right now I'm starting to put all my quilts. I make homemade quilts.
Oh,
so I'm putting those on Etsy right now.
Neat.
Yeah. I want to welcome Adam to the chat. Thank you for coming, supporting us. But that's what I did. And I also I'm trying to revamp my Macari. I just haven't had any luck with things after my first two sales, and so I want to revamp it and see what else I can do to change that. Other than that, my eBay sales have been very well steady, which I'm enjoying. But I still want to keep listing, because my goal is to have 2,000 listings done by Q4. By October 1st, I want my 2,000 listings. So that's why I'm hard at working on getting all that done, and that way I'll have a lot of things ready for that.
Nice. Now, do you use any sort of help or software help? Physical help or software help?
Yeah, I'm a one-man show.
Nice. I started Vendu this year to help cross post over to Macari and Poshmark and Etsy from my eBay listings. That's been handy.
Now on the Vendu,
Hmm.
I'm having mixed signals when it comes to different people saying different things about it.
Hmm.
Is it to where when you go to list something, does it if you sell something on one platform, does it take it off the other? Do you have to do all that manually? It does you have to keep an eye on that.
You do have to click a button, but with one button, it will delist it from whatever platform you want.
You have to be on top of it.
Yeah. And that's probably my number one complaint with it is that when something sells, you just got to go in and take it off of there. So usually as I'm packing up and doing my shipping and stuff, I'll just go over to Vendu and find the item and then just hit that it's sold on whatever platform. And it says, do you want us to delist it? Yes, delist it on XYZ. So it does it fairly easy.
You just have to be right on top of it in case if it does. Because my
Yeah.
concern is, I think I've heard before where somebody sold something on one platform and forgot to take it off of another, and they got themselves in trouble because then they have to go do drop shipping for one item that they sold or cancel it. So
Yes. I do have to say though that technology of it automatically syncing solds and stuff is not quite there. So it's not just Vendu that doesn't have that technology. It's like nobody has that technology yet. And hopefully that will come out soon because even just the ability to cross post has been fairly new. I think it was last November when they kind of went live with List Perfectly, Vendu, and I think there's one other that's pretty competitive with those guys.
Tamara said cross list. You
Yeah,
use
okay.
cross list, cross post.
Cross list. And I don't think any of those three have the delist. You can delist with the click of the button, but it's not automatic.
What I like about I did try. I've been doing it, but I haven't had any sales because I'm not paying for the service yet because I want to see how it works. Is Bonanza. What I do
Mm-hmm.
like about Bonanza is it does an automatic update several times in the day.
Hmm.
As I'm selling on eBay, it takes it off of Bonanza when it sells on eBay and vice versa.
Okay.
I like that, but I haven't really gotten into the paying of the price yet because I want to see what it does for free first.
Hmm. Yeah.
Other than that, I really haven't gotten too deep into Bonanza yet, but I'm trying it.
Yep. Yeah. Cross listing, cross posting, whatever you want to call it, is, I think, a very good business strategy because you've already done most of the back work. You've already done the keywords and the pictures and the hard stuff, right? So you may as well put it up on as many different platforms as you can. And
Right.
Vendu just allows you it pulls all that information, then you just kind of tweak it up a little bit and hit publish and it's done. So it's good. I'm not sure if it's the best, but they're all competing right now and they're all
Yeah.
fairly new. So
Right.
I did get to meet the programmers and the faces behind Vendu. They are local down in Portland, and I got to meet them a couple years ago at a holiday party. So that was kind of my connection to them and why I chose them.
Wow. Okay, okay, Fluffy. You have to do that in the video, not here.
Do what?
He said, let them have it. That's part of my video that I did yesterday.
Oh,
Anyone have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Make sure you put in my name so we can get them asked for you. If you have any curious questions, we'll be glad to answer them for any one of us.
So now I have a question for you. Exactly where are you located and what are the sourcing issues you've had with the COVID going on?
Well, I'm originally born and raised in Louisiana. I'm a New Orleans, south of New Orleans, grown in the Bayou Lands. But currently live, a year ago, we moved here to Massachusetts.
Okay.
And so I really don't go out too much sourcing. Every now and then we might see, like about a month ago, Robert and I went out to, there was a 20 plus neighborhood garage sale.
Ooh.
And of course, you wear your gloves and you have your mask and you have to be 6 feet apart and all that good stuff. And it was really nice because I did get a big bulk item that I did. I did a video on it. I wound up getting 90 pieces, brand new with tags of LuLaRoe outfits and dresses and
Ooh, that's
and
nice.
got it all for $60.
Oh, that is really good. Somebody was going out of business.
67 cents a piece was my cost. And the lady who had it evidently used to be a distributor. She used to do parties and have these items. And this was all her stock. And she just wanted to get rid of it.
Yep.
And so I already sold and got my profit. I'm already in the profit for the first 3 I sold.
Oh, I bet.
Oh yeah, that was one of my best ones. Now, other than that, I did a video yesterday where the one I did was how I'm sourcing online by going into online auctions.
Okay.
Because there's so many auctions out there that you can definitely get the deals on. And by bidding and watching, what I do is I'll go on my phone and I'll start pricing things while it's being displayed and talking about it. And if I see that I can make a certain amount of money, then I say, okay, I'm not gonna go more than half of that cost for me to buy it. And if I see that the price is going up higher, I'll back out. But 9 times out of 10, I'm getting them for what they're asking for, or a little bit more than a starting bid. So I've been doing that now for a while. I do have enough inventory to last if we do get locked down again. So I'm not worried about that because I do have a lot of product already.
Right.
And I very seldomly we might have 1 or 2 garage sales lately. And if they're too far, we just don't go, depending on what it is. If we see pictures of what they have, then we'll look at them. But other than that, that's what we're doing. We're being, very cautious, stay at home as much as we can, and only get out when I need to. And of course, still wear your mask and the gloves. And everywhere I go, I put on the rubber gloves and stuff like that. But still, I try not to go out too often.
I was just going to say that with the eBay community, I've noticed a lot of people doing auctions. I've seen them just skyrocket, both getting liquidation pallets and then also breaking those pallets up and selling little kits of things that other resellers can do. So it's really interesting how the market just went and found a solution really quick for everybody so that we don't have to go outside as much.
Actually, I was watching T and Donna's today, and she was actually having this thing where auction that she was presenting today was all having to be warehouse prices. Nothing too high for everybody can start making money on it, and that's why they try to keep it at a wholesale price on their auctions today. That's pretty nice. And then on tomorrow, Friday, Victoria Ventures and Reselling. I don't know if you're familiar with her and Queen Cleopatra. They do a royal auction every Friday from 6 till 8, or sometimes 9, and I get a lot of good deals off of them, especially some purses from Queen Cleopatra.
I like keeping kind of up with what the eBay community is doing, and I like having my Instagram feed be both resellers and new and Etsy and homemade and vintage and this and that, because I feel like reselling is reselling, whether you're doing it new or used or handmade or whatnot. It's good to know all the different platforms and what's available to you and kind of how to do all of them in case if you need to suddenly flip or you come into something and you want to be able to sell it. Because every once in a while I'll come to a garage sale and I'll be like, oh, that's really cool. I'm glad I have all these other platforms that I am set up on that I can do those items from. I can't pass up on a good deal.
And I'm not afraid to use my phone no matter where I'm at when it comes to sourcing and pricing things out, because one garage sale we went to, I looked up this, it was a purse. And they wanted to ask the guy, I said, how much do you want for it? Because there was no price on it. He said $1. And I'm looking at it and it's like, okay, I'll take it. Give me $1 quick because it's going for $30, $35. So I'm not going to pass that up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I don't know if you know Lady Luck Dunk. That's Chata. She also does auctions, I believe, every Monday, and every now and then you might see another auction come out where she does that as well.
Nice. Very
yes,
nice.
Victoria.
I know there was a question up here from the Lone Star Picker about fourth quarter.
I see that. Let me get back to that. So I'm trying to keep up. Okay, here we go. It says, what are you doing to get ready for Q4? Is there any other Groundhog Day to the CV reoccurring? What suggestions might you have for other resellers?
So let's see here. I'll name off just a bunch off the top of my head here. 1, set up and get comfortable with merchant fulfilling. Even if you're just Amazon FBA, get comfortable with merchant fulfilling. Second thing I'm going to do is make sure I have enough supplies. Supplies during COVID, that first week of April, you couldn't get anything. I couldn't get bubble wrap. I couldn't get boxes. I couldn't get the free postal stuff. You go to the post and it was cleared out as well. So you want to have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, plan D, whatever going forward. So I want to make sure I'm set up with every platform so that I can sell on anything, anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Whether I get stuck somewhere, there is a strong possibility that we're going to visit Las Vegas again. And if I get stuck there, I want to still be able to make some money. So one of the other things I did was I signed up for Instacart, the shopping thing. It's something that I can pick up at any city, anywhere I'm at, and instantly make money within a few hours if I had to. And it's not really reselling at all. It's just something that's an app. I'm signed up. I've got the account going. So I have Instacart availability. I have, like I said, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Etsy, being friends and networking with people that are doing these auctions that I can get inventory in if I can't leave my house. That's always good. Getting signed up or knowing of online auction houses if maybe you don't have friends that do auctions and stuff. That's also good. I will be signing up to make sure that I can do Amazon Prime delivery for that time frame between Thanksgiving and Christmas Day for those Prime deliveries for toys if need be. So basically just making sure that I have all the safety nets that I can have lined up. I still love doing clothes and toys and, you know, kind of the traditional stuff, but I want to make sure that if one thing goes down, I've got several other things I can hop to. I switched from FBA to FBM like overnight. Swear to God, I woke up one day and I was like, okay, that's it. We're going to flip the switch. We're going to go out. We're going to source Easter at like Rite Aids and Walgreens and find all the Easter stuff, make up some bundles, and boom, selling chocolates out of the house. My office smelled amazing. And I really wasn't a chocolate seller. I mean, I'd never really sourced chocolates. I'd never really sourced Easter quite like that. And sourcing the sales and the coupons and learning about the coupons and all of that good stuff. And then housing and organizing it all. My friend, I was telling her that I was like just blown over. And she goes, I got a couple of shelving units in my garage sitting there. You want them? Yeah, I do. Because I got to get organized like tonight. Yeah. Because when you start shipping out, you know, I think my highest day was in the 50s packages. You've got to have all your boxes and supplies lined up. eBay was kind of my saving grace because you couldn't get anything on Amazon for a couple of weeks. You couldn't get toilet paper, you couldn't get household goods, and you couldn't get shipping supplies. So I went over to eBay and there was other sellers that I was able to get supplies from relatively quick within a week or so of delivery times. But you don't want to run low on stock during the Q4 time at all.
I have two questions for you with what you just said. Yeah. You said you were able to switch over from FBA to how was that easy as far as you just go in and switch it because you already are an Amazon seller?
In hindsight, it was easy. I kind of had this mental block being like, I'm FBA, I've never done FBM. Why would I want to do that? The buy box ratio is not very good. And so I had never really dipped into it. I knew it was there. I knew of it, but I just kind of, it's like if you've never tried a certain food and you kind of have a trepidation about it, and then you try it, you're like, oh, this actually tastes good. Right. So it was different, and it was a solution to the problem of selling in April, May, and June. Right. Did I like it? No. I mean, it was profitable, yes, but I was so exhausted by the end of May that I was like, oh my goodness. I just would come down in the morning and I'd spend my entire morning shipping and then my afternoon sourcing and then the evening getting it all listed and updating quantities and keeping track and doing inventory and making sure that, you know, you didn't oversell or undersell and you had the right quantities. There was, I think, once or twice where I oversold Ghirardelli chocolate bunnies and I had to run out to the store. My husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I got to go to the store and find 3 more bunnies or I'm going to be, you know, having to cancel orders. And I'm out there trying to find them. And of course, it's not a time where you want to be really out there when you don't have to be. The other saving grace, one last thing was a lot of the stores have flipped to you can order and then pick it up. So doing online ordering, I bought an OA list come June. Maybe it was May that I bought it. So now I do a lot of online arbitrage, have it delivered to my door. And then I also have store pickup. So those have been things that weren't really in my wheelhouse before this that are now very, very important.
Now, the other thing I want to ask you was because I heard you say during Christmas you were able to do the you're going to get ready for Prime Time. Now, is that something you have to be a Prime member to do as you are selling on Amazon?
No. So Prime service as a seller means that I have a good enough matrix and I've been approved to sell Prime stuff because I'll get it to you within their Prime 2-day field. And when I applied to do it, because you have to apply to be a Prime seller and you have to guarantee that you're going to get the stuff out there within a certain amount of time, they were not open in the month of April. So it's on my to-do list between now and like October. I want to wait till I get back from being out of town to at least be able to send in Prime. Now, whether you want to do it or not, that's another story. Because if we have another big hit, you may not want to offer something you can't really do.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to piggyback on the what you just said for a Lone Star Picker. I suggest right now, don't wait till Q4, October 1st. Because, for example, I had gotten some movie posters from the movie theater, and I needed some tubes to start doing it. So when I go to list them, I have them to put them in to ship when I sell them. I ordered those back in March. I kid you not, March 24th. Ordered a set of 100. I just got them, I kid you not, yesterday at my front door from what I ordered in March. So don't wait. If you know you're running low on supplies that are free from the USPS, do it now. And every month, every quarter, when you get those coupons, try to use them as early as possible and don't be afraid to overstock your packaging that you need. Because when it comes to Q4, from what I'm hearing, because I just started a year ago doing eBay on the 24th of this month. And I know how it was my first quarter of the Q4. It was like a whole new experience for me. I didn't even know what to expect. So I wasn't really ready, but I was ready enough to send the orders that I did get in. But you don't want to be caught with your pants down on this, because if you don't have the stuff to send out, you can get in trouble.
Yeah. Well, and it can cost you in a lot of different ways. I had about a 2-day period where I was out of a particular size of box. And so shipping my items just to keep up on orders was now costing me more in materials and supplies, cutting into my profit.
Yep. And that will happen.
Yep.
That's so fast. I'm trying to get to the next question I saw.
Oh, Rachel has a cocktail. Excellent. We all need a drink these days.
Cheers.
I will be drinking later. I've got to get one more load to the post. I'm not going to be driving, so I really could be drinking this early. My son.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. My son passed his driving test today. So it's been
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, he's been helping me. I've hired him to help package things this summer since he can't really go out and get a job.
Okay, so Debbie made a good point. Debbie and Max, if you haven't checked out her channel, go ahead and check them out, because I've started watching them recently. They are going to be having on August 4th, there is a couple that they're doing a video a series, TV show coming on about buying and reselling pallets. I did see the previews for that. So yes.
And Steph and Steven are on there.
Yes.
So I'm
that's where I heard it from.
I'm trying to see if I could link their.
I want to say, is it on? I'm trying to remember what channel it was supposed to be on.
A&E. Is it an A&E?
No, I'm talking about the TV station. What station it was to be on?
Oh,
can't remember.
Let's see here if I.
There'll be a couple of YouTubers that's going to be actually on there.
Yeah, just a second. I'm bringing up their channel. I'll link them as well since they're.
Okay, Yellow Brick Road, that's tomorrow. She wants to know, where do you buy your FBA boxes?
Oh, okay. Sometimes Amazon, sometimes eBay. If I'm ordering a whole bunch, you can go to the Boxery or U-Haul or any of those online. Oh goodness, I'm trying to remember the big one. Boxery, there's another. No, there's Boxery, and then, oh my gosh, I have their catalog, but it's being blocked right now. I can't remember off the top of my head, because you asked me. Whenever everybody asks me like a direct question, the answer flies out.
That's for you?
Yes.
I don't know that. I have a catalog from them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uline.
Uline, that's it.
There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Uline Boxery. And then if I'm online, the herb, which is eBay, THER. Oh my gosh. I will link it in a minute here. If you are just like, I need a box today, I go down to Fred Meyer's has boxes and Walmart has some pretty good size boxes that are pretty cheap. I would say Walmart is the cheapest. And then for FBA boxes, Walmart, I just have them deliver me packs of 25, small, medium, large, and I keep a pack of those on hand all the time. Let's see here. I do like Lowe's boxes slightly better than Walmart boxes, but they are slightly more expensive. So that's where I go.
Lone Star Picket says, thank you for answering his questions and thank you for being there for him. Both of us, actually.
Thank you.
The comment from Nana says, Stephen, Stephanie, plus the other couples in the immediate reselling community, we're going to be on it too. I remember seeing something about that in somebody's channel. They were advertising it.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see here. Oops. Gotta love eBay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Purchase history. There's one.
That's what I do too. If I forget what I bought or what sizes I bought, I always go to that history file.
Yep. I don't know why it doesn't have any orders. It says it's hidden. It's like it's not syncing. I don't know. Something's wrong with the internet. I know I've bought stuff in the last 60 days, but it's telling us that I haven't.
Okay, we have another question. The Lone Star Picker says, Kajun Reseller, important question.
Mm-hmm.
Have in mind, I remain concerned, not fear. Their solutions are per reseller mom and that we have to be on our feet. It seems probably showdown again. And that is true because I'm hearing this a lot. And I just this month canceled a trip to New Orleans to go be with my dad and my stepmother because she just turned 92. And with the major epidemic getting worse again, they're starting to close a lot of the southern states down. Yep. And so you have to look at it both in a negative and a positive way because there's a lot of people who are not adhering to the safety of what needs to be done, not only to protect yourself, but your family and friends and neighbors. And so what's happening is there's too many parties. People are not concerning themselves with the requirements. And so that is something that if you look watching the news, which I know it's been a lot of bad news lately, but it's something we still need to watch for because there's hurricanes going on, states are getting hit by them. So there's all kind of things that we have to keep in mind. But you never know if that state goes into closing again. You have to be ready and always in any business you run, you have to keep that in mind and be ready at all times.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to really put some more effort into my Shopify store because that's completely virtual. I can do that anywhere, anytime, and I don't have any supplies. Somebody mentioned Yellow Brick Road Reselling. Yes. That FBM, you must use unused clean boxes. That is completely true. For most of my FBA, if I'm turning in FBA stuff, I'll reuse and recycle where I can. But for FBM, fulfilled by merchant, you need to use clean stuff. You don't want to reuse anything for those customers at all.
When you say that, does it have to be with nothing on the box? It has to be a plain box, or can it be like what you buy at Walmart? It has the little marking.
I use the Walmart ones, which are usually Duck or Walmart brand. Sometimes I get the Duck, sometimes the Walmart. Usually it's those two choices. I will use those if I have to. I link two places that are my favorite eBay stores, the Herb and Supply Hut for eBay. They just have really good prices and they have really good deals going on for supplies. And they saved my butt during this COVID time, getting supplies out to me.
I know if I ever run out into a jam, I usually do boxery because I have certain boxes that I use a lot of. Mm-hmm. And when I'm getting, and I usually keep one backup in one of my main station where I do my packaging. If I'm having to get to my next one and I see I have one little bundle left of 25, I'm ordering some more. Yep. I just don't like to run out.
Yeah. I definitely have ordered up recently for everything. So I have lots of boxes in the garage. Might have been a little over ordering, but I just say, it's for Q4.
Better be safe than sorry because you never know when you go back and it's not there. I also want to
Exactly.
welcome Rachel reinventing Rachel. Too much wine already. I'm almost finished that bottle. Uh, OBX Picker Eric, welcome. Let's see. Did I miss anyone else? No, I think I got everybody caught up. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, but I want to make sure I get everybody and say hello to y'all because y'all are very important to me on every one of my shows that I do, and no matter how many guests or any guests that we have in the show. Let's. Agent said he just ordered his supplies. Where did I go? Sorry. Sorry I didn't have any wine and cocktails. Well, you can do whatever you have to do, baby. I said, great tip. I've been stocking up on boxes. I'm going through them a little crazy FBM.
Mhm.
You always got to make sure you're ready for any disaster. Actually, Nana
Yeah.
said,
So
"Go ahead."
not only don't only stock up like they're stocking up for business, which we've talked about, which is
Right.
great. But my family, we've also made sure that we have basic supplies here at the house too if we have to go into lockdown for a certain amount of time. We want to make sure we have a little more toilet paper than maybe we usually had, and paper towels and sandy wipes and a bottle of Lysol and all of those things. Masks,
And the thing about it
gloves.
is, right now is the best time, and a lot of stores that in my area here are having a limited amount per person per customer per visit. So take advantage of that and only get what they say because that is extras for everyone else to get. But every time you go into the store, don't forget to go ahead and check and see if they have any and pick up on it. That way,
Mhm.
it's not over getting the stock off of the shelves to where nobody else can have any.
Exactly.
Think smart about that.
Yep. We've stocked
Every
up
time
on
I
a
go to
little
the
bit of
store, if I see a bottle of wipes, I'm getting them because very few and far between are on the shelves.
mhm.
And all the stores are limiting one per person per customer per visit. So every time I go, I'm going to check and see if they have any just so I can have some because I go through them a lot.
Yep.
That's
Well,
crazy.
and not just for you, but I had to mail out supplies because I had a few family members that were out in are in worser case scenarios than I am, and I had to ship out toilet paper and supplies out to my aunt and friends so that they had some too. So enough for me and enough to share. I know our neighbor hit us up a couple of times for particular supplies, eggs, flour, whatever. So you want to have enough for your family and to be generous if somebody else needs some help too.
You know what I'm thinking of now when you say that? It's amazing on how they have all these coupon people that run around and do the coupons,
Mhm.
extreme couponing, and then they have a basement or rooms full of this stuff. Can you imagine how much they can help people when that happens, when this kind of thing happens to others?
Yep.
It's amazing when that happens. All right, now Lone Star has another one about you mean eBay coupons. Yes, what I'm meaning is if you have an eBay basic store or any other higher store, you get coupons every quarter, every 3 months. January, February, March, you get to use one. If you don't use it, you lose it. So every
Mhm.
3 months, check your coupon store, and I always check mine the first of the quarter because I want to hurry to get my stuff in and out, and I always get the things that I'm running low on. I may not be out. If I'm running low, I'm going to order those items with those coupons because then you can get them for free by using that coupon as long as it's eBay product. And then
Yes.
you can also order other stuff. It's just the $50 comes off the eBay products.
Yes. Now I order mainly my supplies for that coupon. I'll order poly bags, but I also order tape and they're 16 by 12 by 8 box, and that's what I ship a lot of my smaller FBA orders in is that free box.
Yeah, because I use a lot of 864,
Mhm.
and that's because I use that for my Funko Pops,
Mhm.
smaller action figures, and hats and
Mm.
caps.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
perfect for them. Yeah. So that's the only thing I really use that size for. But I have every size I can think of.
While I like the 864, the 854 will fit in the padded flat rate, so I keep
Right.
both.
Right. I have those. I have the. I think that's the smallest I have. I have one of each of the smallest up to
Mhm.
an 8 by 6 by 4, and then all the larger ones I just use if I have to send anything priority.
Yep.
If I can't fit it in a cubic or a flat rate box, then I'll use those.
Yep.
Sam's does have them, but you got to be watching those because a lot of times they are not. They have like the paper ones. Very few times you can actually find the poly bags with the bubble in it. USPS is mass order early and expect lots of delays, and that's true. Like I said, I ordered this back in March, and I finally got them yesterday. The guy, and I just got finished talking to my postal service guy Monday about it, and it came in yesterday. So yeah, go figure. Oh, let's see. Heard on a lot of that. 60 to keeping challenge every single day. That's true. You have to keep it day by day. And you have to be ready. 20 minutes to go on beat. Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess we're gonna do it's 55 minutes, and I don't want to keep you too long because I'll try to keep all my guests at least an hour and try
Oh,
not to
no
go.
problem, no problem.
Oh, let's see. My first wholesale order today from Good Stuff. Okay, good. Congratulations. That was on Rachel.
Rachel did have a question kind of up a little bit.
Before that, okay.
Yeah, and she says that, how long have I been on Amazon? Is it worth it for new products against fees we are paying on eBay? You know, there's pros and cons to every platform. I've been on Amazon for 5 years. I absolutely love it. It's difficult. It's difficult every day. Every platform is difficult to make a living and expand and grow with. None of them are easy. You have to work every day. You have to be diligent and find product and find sources, and things have changed. I had a ton of, like, I've been trying to go more wholesale, and I had wholesalers that couldn't get their stuff from, overseas, get it through the ports, get it into America, that their warehouses, they had to shut down their warehouses so they couldn't ship out stuff once it did get in, or they had to revamp to, comply with COVID rules. Pretty much anything that you were doing in Arizona, that was shut down for a good amount of time as well. Right. So, the fees are all, Amazon takes a good chunk of fees. They take, if you look at anybody's sales number, Amazon takes about 65% of that for their fees, but they are doing all the organization, all of the shipping, all of the they have the platform with thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people on there with their credit cards ready to buy stuff. And they are doing all of the customer service. So it allows you just to go out and source and ship in.
Right. All the questions in chat. I go so fast.
Yeah.
Talking about boxes.
Somebody talking about tinted toilet paper. That went out. Gosh, I remember getting tinted toilet paper back in the day, but you can't get it now. I think it's still pretty coveted. Doesn't that have a pretty good resale value if you find tinted toilet paper?
I think so.
It's kind of like vintage granny pants.
Yeah, really.
Granny underpants. I'm not sure who's getting it, but somebody is.
Yeah, I see that right there. Let's see. Watch the Max videos on returns. Max, yeah. Okay, everyone. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let me go ahead and minimize this one, enlarge this one, and we're going to share my screen. Random YouTube picker. Now, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to the video that we had. It says, "What are you doing, Kajun?" This is the video that you had to watch, comment, and go into the middle of it. In fact, I'm going to find the right here. This is part of what the video had.
I don't think he has any audio really going that is noticeable.
Okay, I wasn't sure if y'all can hear it or not.
Oh, not really.
Okay, that's the video. So I need to copy the URL. Anyway, that was the video that I made the comment in about what you have to put in the video itself, and the comment was, "Let them have it." So we're going to go ahead and get the YouTube comments, and there was 25 comments. Can y'all see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there was a total of 25 comments with that phrase, "Let them have it." And so we'll go down to here, and we're going to start searching. And this is going to be for the, I'm going to do the third place, by the way. And let me come back to my screen for a minute.
Mm.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this because I'm still learning this. I didn't get these to show you. Have these ready. Oh, where is it?
Oh, thank you, Rosie. Yes, if it was different circumstances, I would totally do a meetup down in Vegas while I was down there, but we're pretty much just going to stay at my mom's house and play with the baby and just hang out for a week.
All right, for the third place winner, they're going to get their choice of one price chocolate, banana, or vanilla. And that's going to be for the third place winner, and you'll still get a sticker like I have with a keychain on the third place. And so let's share the screen. I want to share random picker, and we'll go ahead and start running for that one. This will be for the moon pies and the stickers. 2 hip chicks.
Ooh.
All right, so third, 2 hip. All right, now let me show the screen again real quick.
I
And
don't think it's.
Huh?
Oh, I don't think it's a month supply.
No, it's just
Larry.
one. No. Now the second place winner. Again, I'm gonna add these stickers for those whoever 2 hip chicks that won, they'll get one of each, and a keychain.
You got all the swag.
Now this is for the second place winner. The keychain, the large sticker, and the thank you sticker. That's going to be for the third place winner. Second place, I'm sorry. And let's go back for that one, and we'll pick another winner. What happened? Did it show? Where did it go?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't touch it.
I didn't hit start. That's why. It's only my second time using this.
How much have you drank?
Almost the whole bottle. So my second place winner is Little Debbie. All right. Let me clear this again and get another winner. And now the first place winner is getting this license plate.
Oh, they're saying to share the screen.
Oh, I thought I did.
I guess for the winner part.
I know. I thought I did that.
What? There you go.
Okay. I thought I did that. The first place is going to get this warning. This is an active eBay zone. Items left unattended may be listed or sold, and proceed with caution. Then, of course, they will also get a sticker, a thank you sticker, and the keychain. And that's going to be the first place winner. Let's share the screen. That. Random sticker. And let's start. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
The Reseller King. He is in the UK. It's Peter. Pete. Or Peter. I think it's Peter. All right. Stop that. Remove it. And there we go. All right. So if they come and see this video, they need to make sure they get in touch with me either through email, Instagram, or Facebook to let me know that they are the winners. And so I can send that to them. So if y'all know who they are, and share the word to them and let them know. I need to get rid of this. Remove it. Come on, remove it. Stop screen. There we go. All right. So that way they can get in touch with me. And congratulations to all the winners. And I'll be handing those and mailing those out as soon as I get notifications of those who won. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all who helped me get to that 500. Because if it wouldn't be for y'all, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't be possible. And thank y'all so much for your love, support, and continuation. And by the way, in the description below, that is done by DC Sales. If you're interested in doing a license plate, actually, if you see right above my head right here, she did this one here for me. That is mine. Of course, you have to pay for it. You pick your design, and she does it for whatever you want. And so I did that with DC Sales, and her description and link is in the descriptions below. That way you can get your own personalized license plate.
Nice.
So thank you very much, Queen. So if anybody has any questions, and by the way, I do have something that I'm sending out to the first person who reached the comments in that video, and that is to Queen Cleopatra. She was the very first one to make a comment in that video. Thank you, Eric. And so that was just something a little extra I'm going to throw in. And I did throw in the last minute about the moon pies for the third place. So if y'all don't have any final questions, we'll go ahead and close the chat. I want to thank each and every one of y'all, and I'm looking forward to the 1,001K. And again, don't forget, let's say again about the Debbie, please. In the links with the, let me get that link in here for y'all. Private chat. The GoFundMe page, if you don't mind, just quickly, briefly, for those who came in late.
Yes.
If you can go ahead and touch base on that while I do this and put the link in.
Hold on. You said
Right, there's the link to the GoFundMe page. And what we're trying to do is help. If y'all can even go to her link to her YouTube channel. She's also looking for help and support because she's relying on that income. With her being in the hospital, she still needs that income coming in. So if y'all would be so kind to go and subscribe to her channel and watch her videos, even if you just put it on a continuous live stream, that will help her with her watch hours so she can continuously get that income that she's needing in the situation she's in right now in the ICU. And if you have any questions, those links are in the description of this video. So that way you can go ahead and take care of that and watch her channel, watch her videos, give her some love and support, and keep her in your prayers. Anything you can do to help with you, greatly appreciated. With that being said, I want to share the love. As I do to each
I don't know
of
if I can do that.
Actually, just do it upside down with your thumbs. Either way, I like that.
Oh,
You just take your
I
hands.
just feel like that.
Yeah, that's fine. And I just do my yeah.
There we go.
Thank everyone for coming, and it was a great time. And I will also want to thank y'all again for coming out and supporting the channel and getting me to that 500. And so we'll get ready to close the show.